Hey everyone, this is Martin from howtomakemobilegames.com on November the 10th, 2016, a Thursday here in Manchester, England. Another super grim day. It's horrible. It's been absolutely freezing this past week. Raining a lot, just grey, drab, and you can see for yourself maybe a little bit. Oh, it's just horrible. It just sucks so much in England, the weather. Oh my god. And I've still, luckily, as I mentioned in the last video, I got my bright season affective disorder light, which is just like meant to simulate sunlight. It's making me feel a bit better. But oh, England is notorious. Look at it. It's so crappy. This is why English people don't leave their home, honestly. Look, nobody goes out in England. There's only like 4 months in the year when people walk outside, I swear to God. Every time, the only time when you see the streets like a tiny little bit busy, like a couple of extra people, I'm not talking about the city centre, I'm talking about the suburbs, is when it's commuting time. You know, it's rush hour, people are going to work and then coming back, and say 4, 5, 6 o'clock you might see a couple of extra cars or a few extra people on the streets, but nobody walks around outside. It's like in China, in China, in Shanghai, for example, and in a lot of the smaller towns, they do have like a sort of park area, like next to the shopping mall. It's like a big open place where they might do some events, or it'll be a bit of a field, or just the marble slabs or concrete, whatever, just an open area, and people hang out there all the time, like throughout the week. Even in the winter, they hang out there. But in England, even if you do put a park and like at night time the lights are on so it's fairly bright, no one would still go out anyway because you have to deal with this sucky weather. So anyway, that's my rant for this video. Anyway, onto the main thing. The video is about the revenue that we made in October 2016, so I'm just going to go back and look over the stats. You guys know I've done these videos for the past few months, or past few years actually, so it's just an update on where we're making our money and how things are going, and I think October sucked, so let's just jump into it. Chart Boost still sort of our main source of revenue for most of the accounts that we have across iOS, Google Play, Amazon, and so on. And you can see there right away, October 1,581, it sucked. In fact, it was only a little bit more than May, but I think there might have been a problem here with May. For some reason, the last month's stats on this chart seem to go up and down and change sometimes. I don't know why. So this might not be correct, but still, I mean, look, it dropped. I mean, August, it was going pretty good, and then boom, boom. August was sort of the holiday time. Kids are now off holiday, and yeah, 1581, that's just horrible for that Chart Boost account. eCPM, I mean, has varied, but I mean, it's roughly about 1.6 on average, I'd say, $1.60. So that's kind of sucky as well. We're continuing to put the video ads, the non-reward video ads in the game. They seem to make the best eCPM and the best revenue. Static image ads now just don't seem to really get us anywhere. We've had games which have had fairly good downloads, and when I say fairly good these days, I mean like 100 downloads a day. And we've put static image ads in there from Chart Boost, and it's just made no revenue for like a week. As soon as we've turned on non-reward video ads, then it started to make money. That's a little unfortunate because we usually show ads between our levels, and the video ads do take up more time. You know, the player has to sit there and watch them between each level, whereas a static ad is obviously just one quick pop-up and they can cancel it. But the static ads weren't making any money, like nothing really. I mean, very little, and then all of a sudden we have to turn on the video ads in order to make some revenue. So that's sorry, that's the way that went. I know. I'm going to go into rant mode again if I keep on going on like that on that point. So yeah, in terms of average revenue per day, let's look at the main page actually, just to give you guys an idea, and we'll go back to I need to go back to, I forgot, I can't choose the exact date in here, can I? I have to go back to the table. So anyway, let's look in here anyway first for the past 30 days, which includes up till, I'll go through 3 months actually, so we can see October as well, all of October that is. And then I'll take a look at app loving in a moment. So I've not really gone back so much. I've not looked back on these stats very much. I do look every day still, but not done like a big retrospective look back on the previous month. So you can see there in October, I mean, the sort of average downloads per day, I guess it would be in the middle here. It's around 5,000 a day, let's say, because the weekends we do get the spikes. That was a nicer weekend. I was kind of hopeful there on the 15th of October, but then, you know, straight back down to normal levels. Tuesdays are also our worst as well. That was a really bad Tuesday at the end of October, on October 31st, $24, super low from this account. Last year for this account, I mean, we're averaging 80 to 120, sort of in that range, if I remember correctly, and now we've dropped right back down to midweek levels, you know, 40, 50, 24 there, $50 there. Still super low. eCPM has taken a hit on Chartboost recently, and I'll show you a quick comparison. At least I believe so, after quickly looking just before. So let's say on here, I'd say eCPM on Chartboost at the moment is probably around $1.60, let's say. You know, it does spike up and below the $2 mark, but I'd say $1.60 on average. And there, look, on average, let's take a look at the that is the same range, that is the past 30 days for app loving, and $2.64, and it's actually jumped up since the beginning of November as well, so that's much better. Now, app loving our games for